Hey guys, what's up? So I have here today a set of mud flaps that I purchased for my Mark 6 golfr. I was curious to see how the Mark 6 platform actually looks with a set of mud flaps. Alright, so this is where you get material's pretty nice. Okay, so it's currently in my car, and as you can tell, it's raining. I'm gonna wait for the rain to stop, and then we'll go ahead. But yeah, I have all the materials in here. This should be the front. I'm just gonna get it fitted and see, how easy it is or how hard it is. It shouldn't be that hard. The rear, however, I might have to jack up the car and remove the wheels. For the front, I may just have to turn the wheel, and that should be good. But actually, let's go ahead and turn the wheel. Alright, so it stopped raining. I have the wheel turned all the way. This should give me enough space to work on everything. What you're gonna do is just gonna go ahead and remove the stock screws. You won't be using these. This is a T25, so you need a T25 bit, but you won't be reusing these. In case you want to part out, keep this in a safe place. Alright, so right now I have this basically fitted, and I got the long version, right? They have a short and a long version. I decided to go for the long version. This is the amount of ground clearance you have between the mud flap. I would say about 2 inches. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna use the original hose that were in the car. Alright, and you're gonna use a washer and screw combo to secure the first outer edge. However, inside here, in order to secure the whole unit itself, you need to actually drill a hole. And we're gonna need to use a drill bit, and we're gonna need to drill a slight tiny hole right there. They give you a nylon bracket right here, so what I did was I inserted between the OEM fender lining. Alright, you see right here. Alright, what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove everything else here and start from scratch. Alright. This is the OEM fender lining. Alright. We're gonna go ahead. I went ahead actually, and I inserted this nylon bracket here. Alright, and I inserted it right up there. And you can actually tell I'm not gonna remove the wheel, the front wheel. I'm just gonna go ahead under the car and I'm gonna drill from behind. Alright, and you see it here. I'm gonna go ahead and, well, basically fit everything here. You make sure everything's fit, alright, and aligns to the bottom hole right here. So there's 3 holes, 1, 2, 3. You're gonna make sure the nylon bracket aligns to this third hole right here on the bottom. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and use a 1/8 drill bit, and we're gonna puncture a hole right here. Not quite sure you can see. So I'm just gonna stick the drill bit right here. Alright, and I'm gonna do a quick drill. Alright, so I went ahead and drilled a hole through the OEM fender wall lining. Alright, and it's not that big at all, as you can tell right here. And the nylon bracket goes right over here, so it should be fine. Alright guys, here it is, finished product. It's pretty snug. Alright, it's straight, hopefully. Right here you got the screws and the washers, and there's a spacer right here in between. It's from the rear. Alright, so the stickers are actually optional. I'm gonna go ahead and pizzazz this thing a little. Okay, so I have the rear jacked up. What you're gonna do right now is you're gonna try and fit it's the same concept. You're going to try and fit these 3 holes, all right, into 2 of these OEM holes that were on the car already. Took out these screws and we're basically replacing the screws with these 3-inch screws right here. And as you can tell, there's a pretty big gap between the rear and the lining. So what they did was the company gave us two spacers right here. So it's gonna kind of fill up the void right here. Not quite sure if you can see it within the light, but basically that's how it goes. The nylon brackets you see here, all right, you're gonna go ahead and remove these OEM brackets, the metal brackets that were on the car already, and you're gonna replace it. Alright, so you're gonna replace it with these nylon brackets here. Okay, so these are on the car. Alright, I took these out and I replaced it with these nylon brackets here. 1, 2, and also you're gonna have to drill a hole here to fit the 3rd hole, just like the front. Alright guys, so I'm basically done. I went ahead and tightened all 3. And here's how it looks. There's a slight gap right here, maybe like 1/4 of an inch, even less. But as long as everything is snug, should be good. I don't want to risk over tightening it, because then it might strip the nylon bracket. But it should be good. Again, I don't know how much ground clearance I have here. It should be the same amount until I lower the car. And basically, you go ahead and lower the car or put your car in jack stands and repeat the rest on the passenger side rear. Overall, this is a pretty good quality. I'll do a before and after shot later.